These two 3-bedroom of different sizes belong to two different developments which are side by side. If both of them are of the same price, which will you choose first? Needless to say, the bigger one due to the lower per square foot and seemingly bigger size. This is why there will always be a big demand for bigger size units, causing the prices to increase. Why am I mentioning this is because you will find yourself in the same situation if you purchase Lentor Mansion or Emerald of Katong, except you'll be holding on a smaller size property compared to other similar size projects which are bigger in size. So is GfA harmonization really a good thing for you as a buyer, as many people say? How will this affect you, especially as a future seller in 3 to 5 years' time? In this video, I'll weigh out the pros and cons of buying into a harmonized development and provide you with a solution at the end. Did you know it took the government about 7 years to fully implement this new ruling of GfA harmonization? In the past, developers designed properties to maximize GfA for the best profits. Think back to before 2009 when huge bay windows and planter boxes were common. Then from 2010 to 2013, developers started building super small bedrooms that could only fit single-size bed alongside large balconies, PES, and roof terraces for penthouses. Then we progressed to buying units with big AC ledges, some as long as a SBS bus. As you can see, property prices and per square foot prices increase with more regulations in place. That is why when URA released a circular announcing that all government agencies would adopt new harmonized floor area definitions, it was significant. Now for government land sale plots sold after June 1st, 2023, floor areas are measured to the middle of the wall and all strata areas including AC ledges and void spaces are included in the total gross floor area. This change isn't favorable at all for developers who used to earn millions from this. For perspective, let's take a 3-bedroom unit of 1109 square feet priced at $2,000 per square foot with an aircon ledge of 5.7 square meters. The AC ledge would cost approximately $122,000. If there are 300 3-bedroom units in this project, that is about $36.8 million. Since the aircon ledge will no longer be free space, developers' profit margin will decrease. Therefore, to maintain their profit margins, developers now have two options. First, build smaller units, or second, charge higher prices to buyers. Take Lentor Mansion, which is the first project which falls under the GfA harmonization ruling. One of the main things that we notice is the size of the unit is significantly smaller compared to surrounding developments. The size of a 2-bedroom unit in Lentor Mansion is 527 square feet, which is equivalent in size as compared to all of the 1-bedrooms in older projects in this area. We can also see that the size of its 3-bedroom in Lentor Mansion also starts from 786 square feet, whereas the other projects start from 900 square feet. Despite being quite similar in terms of transacted prices, we can see that Lentor Mansion has a higher average per square foot due to its size. This means that selling is going to be more challenging for you as a resale owner in the future, and here's why. Just imagine there are many projects for sale in Lentor, so it won't be easy for future buyers 5 to 10 years down the road to remember which projects are harmonized. Therefore, the most sensible way for these buyers to shortlist properties is by filtering their searches on property portals based on size first. If they filter for 900 square feet, which is the average of the 3-bedrooms now, for example, your Lentor Mansion 786 square feet unit will not appear in their searches. Even if the buyer doesn't filter by size, the per square foot is going to be drastically different. Here are the average purchase prices of the Lentor collection. If we factor in a $300,000 profit for all these projects, you see that the average per square foot for a Lentor Mansion 3-bedroom is significantly higher than the rest at $2,670 per square foot, whereas the others are around $2,300 per square foot. So should you avoid GfA harmonized projects entirely? Well, this depends. Let's use Lentor Hills residences which is not harmonized as a comparison to illustrate further. This example shows clearly that GfA harmonization may or may not be beneficial for you. First, let's compare the 2-bed, 2-bath units between Lentor Mansion and Lentor Hills residences. On the left, we have Lentor Mansion's floor plan at 657 square feet. On the right, we have Lentor Hills residences at 678 square feet. Just by looking at these floor plans, it's normal to think that Lentor Hills and even the rest actually have a much bigger floor plan. However, after deducting Lentor Hills AC ledge, which is included in the total square footage of the house, the 2-bedroom unit is now 646 square feet, making it smaller than Lentor Mansion's 657 square feet. In this scenario, it's actually beneficial for you to get a harmonized project like Lentor Mansion, since there isn't much difference in terms of the layout and you're fully paying for the space you are using. However, this is completely different if we are comparing the 4 bedrooms. Lentor Mansion's 4-bedroom unit at 1,227 square feet is significantly smaller than Lentor Hills residences at 1,345 square feet. This is a size difference of 118 square feet. Although both sizes are pretty similar after we remove the AC ledges, the layout will still be much preferred by resale buyers, especially as 4-bedroom units are mostly bought by families for their own stay. Functionality and livability are very important when it comes to big unit types like this. First, the living room is wider by 0.5 meters, giving the illusion of a bigger space. Second, the kitchen is also bigger with a separate yard area. Third, the house has 2 storerooms which many resale buyers will prefer, as one can be used for their helper and the other for household storage. Next, 2 of the common rooms are also bigger at 10 square meters each. Lastly, in this Lentor Hills layout, there are 2 common bathrooms instead of 1, which is also an important attribute for a 4-bedroom unit. Even though there's no junior master bedroom, bedroom 4 is attached to a bathroom, which is essential for buyers who stay with their elderly parents or even for young couples who still want to stay with their parents. This way, they still feel more exclusive having a bathroom they can use on their own. What's even more important is both 4 bedrooms were commanding a very similar price quantum at around 2.7 million, which meant buyers of Lentor Hills had the choice to choose a better layout with lower per square foot with the same budget. The key takeaway we have here is, based on the 2 and 4 bedroom comparison, we have to really go deep and analyze based on the layout to determine if it is better for you to buy a GfA Harmonized project or not. Now, what happens if you have already purchased a GfA Harmonized project? What is the strategy you should adopt when it comes to selling your unit in the resale market? Before I share more, would you take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel so that more people can benefit from my content? The key is to use educational videos to showcase and sell your property. You need to show buyers that the sizes of all the unit types in Lentor Mansion don't include the aircon ledge area, meaning the actual livable space is similar to surrounding developments. Take Lentor Mansion's 1023 square feet 3-bedroom for example. All of Lentor Mansion's 1023 square feet is usable space, excluding the aircon ledge area. When we compare it with other 3 bedrooms in Lentor Modern and Lentor Hills residences, we can clearly see that Lentor Mansion has the biggest living and dining area. This is the same for its common bedrooms as well. For Lentoria, the aircon ledge area takes up to 5 square meters, meaning the actual usable space is 99.3 square meters, equivalent to 1068 square feet, which is comparable to Lentor Mansion. For Lentor Modern, the total usable space without the aircon ledge area is 97.5 square meters, equivalent to 1049 square feet, also comparable to Lentor Mansion. Now let's compare similar 3 bedrooms in Hillock Green and Lentor Hills residences. Hillock Green's 3-bedroom is the same size on paper as Lentor Mansion, but the actual usable space is only 89.7 square meters or 965 square feet, after removing the AC latch area. Meanwhile, Lentor Hills Residence's total usable space without the AC latch is 96 square meters, equivalent to 1033 square feet. This means the actual usable space of 3 bedrooms in Hillock Green and Lentor Hills Residences is smaller than Lentor Mansion. So are you now convinced that Lentor Mansion's livable space is uncompromised even though it appears smaller in size? In summary, based on so many examples which I have shown, whether you're buying or selling, this is the kind of homework that needs to be done to ensure that you are in the most favorable position to maximize your profits or prevent any potential roadblock in the future. If you require professional advice, do reach out to me and my contact methods below, and I'll see you in my next one.